Philosophy of Hinduism by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Question 5, Part 27. It may not be out of place to inquire into the reasons for this unfortunate result. One reason is obvious. The philosophy of Hinduism from the Upanishads remained incomplete and therefore did not yield the fruit which it ought to have done. This will be quite clear if one asks what is the keynote of the Upanishads. In the words of Professor Max Muller, the keynote of the Upanishads is know thyself. The know thyself of the Upanishad means know thy true self, that which underlies thin ego, and find it and know it in the highest, the eternal self, the one without a second, which underlines the whole world. The Atman and Brahman were one was the truth, the great truth which the Upanishad said that they had discovered, and they asked man to know this truth. Know the reasons why the philosophy of Hinduism became ineffective are many. I will discuss them elsewhere. At this place, I will mention only one. The philosophers of Upanishads did not realize that to know truth was not enough. One must learn to love truth. The difference between philosophy and religion may be put in two ways. Philosophy is concerned with knowing truth. Religion is concerned with the love of truth. Philosophy is static, while religion is dynamic. These differences are merely two aspects of one and the same thing. Philosophy is static because it is concerned only with knowing truth. Religion is dynamic because it is concerned with the love of truth. As has been well said by Max Plowman, unless religion is dynamic and begets in us the emotion of love for something, then it is better to be without anything that we call religion. For religion is perception of truth, and if our perception of truth is not accompanied by a love for it, then it will and were better not seen at all. The devil himself is one who has seen the truth only to hate it. Tennyson said, "We must love the highest when we see it." It does not follow. Seen in pure objectivity, the highest repels by its difference and distance, for when we fear it and what we fear, we come to hate. This is the fate of all transcendental philosophies. They have no influence on the way of life. As Blake said, religion is politics and politics is brotherhood. Philosophy must become religion, that is, it must become a working ethic. It must not remain mere metaphysics. As Mr. Plowman says, if religion were a metaphysic and nothing else, one thing is certain, it would never be the concern of the simple and the humble man. To keep it wholly in the realm of metaphysic is to make nonsense of it. For belief in religion as is something not directly and vitally effective of politics is ultimately belief that is strictly speaking idiotic, because in the effective sense such a belief makes no difference, and in the world of time and space what makes no difference does not exist. It is for these very reasons that the philosophy of the Upanishads proved so ineffective. It is therefore incontrovertible that, notwithstanding the Hindu code of ethics, notwithstanding the philosophy of the Upanishads, not a little, not a jot did abate from the philosophy of Hinduism as propounded by Manu. They were ineffective and powerless to erase the infamy preached by Manu in the name of religion. Notwithstanding their existence, one can still say, Hinduism, thy name is inequality. The end.